The night was dark, but something even darker loomed in the air. A heavy silence wrapped itself around the city of Jerusalem, while just outside its walls, in a quiet garden called Gethsemane, history was reaching its most critical moment. This was not a battlefield of armies, yet an unseen war was raging, a war between love and suffering, between obedience and agony. If you could step into that moment, what would you see? What would you feel? Before we go any further, take a moment to support this channel by subscribing, liking this video, and sharing it with others. Help spread this powerful story so more people can understand the depth of Jesus' love and sacrifice. Jesus walked into the garden with his disciples. His face, usually filled with peace, was now marked by deep sorrow. His steps were slow, as if every inch forward added to the burden he carried. The weight of something unseen pressed heavily on his shoulders. He stopped and turned to his three closest disciples, Peter, James, and John. His voice trembled, something they had never heard before. "My soul is overwhelmed with sorrow, even to the point of death. Stay here and keep watch with me." Jesus moved farther into the garden. His knees hit the earth. His face pressed into the cold ground. He groaned in agony. A prayer rose from his lips, but it was not a simple prayer. It was a desperate cry from the depths of his soul. "Father, if it is possible, let this cup pass from me. But not as I will, but as you will." The weight of the world's sin was crushing him. The perfect, sinless Son of God felt the horror of separation from his Father. Every dark deed, every evil thought, every sin from the beginning of time to the end of the world was laid upon him. It was unbearable. He shuddered, his body trembling under the weight. The night air was cool, but his sweat fell like drops of blood. His heart pounded. The sorrow grew deeper. He rose to his feet and stumbled back to his disciples. They would comfort him, he thought. But instead they were asleep. "Could you not keep watch with me for 1 hour?" His voice was filled with sorrow and disappointment. They blinked awake, ashamed, but they did not understand the depth of his pain. Sleep had overtaken them, while their master wrestled with the greatest agony the world had ever known. Jesus turned away, his sorrow only deepening. Once more he fell to the ground, his voice breaking as he prayed again. "Father, if this cup cannot pass away unless I drink it, your will be done." He saw the cross before him, he saw the suffering, the nails, the mockery. But worse than that, he saw the full separation from the Father. The thought of being forsaken was more painful than the whip, more terrifying than death itself. He longed for comfort, but none came. Heaven was silent. He who had always walked in the presence of his Father now felt utterly alone. For the third time he returned to prayer. The struggle grew even fiercer. The sorrow pressed in like a storm. The agony was beyond words. He clutched the earth as if to keep from being swallowed by the darkness. Every fiber of his being longed for relief. Yet he surrendered fully. "Father, if this is the only way, then let your will be done." Suddenly, through the thick shadows, a light appeared. An angel, sent from the throne of God. The angel knelt beside Jesus, placing a gentle hand on his shoulder. Strength flowed through him. It did not remove the sorrow, but it gave him the strength to endure. His breathing steadied. His heart, though heavy, beat with firm resolve. The decision was made. He would go to the cross. Jesus rose, his robe damp with sweat and blood. He was exhausted, but he was ready. His eyes, still filled with sorrow, now carried something else, determination. He turned to his disciples once more. "Are you still sleeping? The hour has come." Before he could say another word, the sound of footsteps filled the garden. Torches flickered in the darkness. A group of soldiers and temple guards entered, led by one of his own, Judas. The betrayer approached, his face unreadable. He stepped close and placed a kiss on Jesus' cheek. "Friend, do you betray the Son of Man with a kiss?" Jesus' voice was neither angry nor bitter. It was filled with sorrow. The soldiers moved forward, seizing him. Peter, suddenly awake, drew his sword and struck a servant of the high priest, cutting off his ear. But Jesus, even in this moment, reached out and healed the man. "Put your sword away," he said. "Shall I not drink the cup the Father has given me?" The disciples, now awake, were filled with fear. They ran. Jesus stood alone. But he was not afraid. He had won the battle in prayer. Now he would walk the path set before him. The soldiers bound him and led him away. The torches faded into the darkness, and the garden fell silent once more. But the echo of that night, the struggle, the agony, the love, still speaks today. Jesus was taken to stand before the religious leaders, where he would be falsely accused. The night of suffering had only just begun. The weight of the world's sin would grow heavier with every passing moment, and soon, he would face the cruel journey to the cross. Yet even as he stood in chains, he thought of you. He saw the faces of those he loved, and he endured it all for them. For you. He could have called down legions of angels. He could have walked away, but he stayed. He chose suffering so that we could choose life. At this moment, Jesus had every reason to leave, but he stayed. He did it for you. If this story has touched your heart, be sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share it with others. Let's continue to spread the message of his love and sacrifice. What does this moment mean to you? Let us know in the comments below. Let's reflect together on the love of Jesus and the incredible price he paid for our salvation.